Uh, those are the names of the sons of Israel who entered Egypt, each man with his household. Entered with Jacob, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All the people of Badassler who were directly descended from Jacob numbered 70, but Joseph was already in Egypt. And in time, Joseph and his brothers and all that generation died. The Israelites, however, were fruitful, increased greatly, multiplied, and became extremely strong, so that the land was filled with them. But then a new king who did not know about Joseph came to power over Egypt. He said to his people, "Look at the Israelite people, more numerous and stronger than we are. Come, let's deal wisely with them, otherwise they will continue to multiply." About biblical rhymes. And if a war breaks out, they will ally themselves with our enemies and fight against us and leave the country. So they put foremen over the Israelites to oppress them with hard labor. As a result, they built Betham and Ramses as store cities for Pharaoh. But the more Egyptians oppressed them, the more they multiplied and spread. As a result, the Egyptians loathed the Israelites. But then, and they made the Israelites serve rigorously. They made their lives bitter by hard service with mortar and bricks, and by all kinds of service in the fields. Every kind of service the Israelites were required to give was rigorous. The king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, one of whom was named a Shipra, and the other Puwa. When you assist a Hebrew woman in childbirth, observe at the delivery. If it is a son, kill him, but if it is a daughter, she may live. But the midwives feared God and did not do what the king of Egypt had told them. They let the boys live. Then the king of Egypt summoned the midwives and said to them, "Why have you done this and let the boys live?" The midwives said to the Pharaoh, "Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for the Hebrew women are vigorous. They give birth before the midwife gets to them." So God treated the midwives well, and the people multiplied. Biblical rhymes, multiplied biblical rhymes, and became very strong. And because the midwives feared God, he made households for them. Then Pharaoh commanded all his people, "All sons that are born you must throw into the river." The forever Bible rapper. But all daughters you may let live. A man from the household of Levi married a woman who has a descendant of Levi. The woman became pregnant and gave birth to a son. When she saw that he was a healthy child, she hid him for 3 months. But when she was no longer able to hide him, she took a papyrus basket from him and sealed it with bitumen and pitch. So she put the child in it and set it among the reeds along the ridge of the Nile. A biblical parable. His sister stationed herself at a distance to find out what would happen to him. Then the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself by the Nile while her attendants were walking alongside the river, and she saw the basket among the reeds. She sent one of her attendants, took it, opened it, and saw the child, a boy, crying, and she felt compassion for him and said, "This is one of the Hebrew children." Then his sister said to the Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and get a nursing woman for you from the Hebrews, so that she may nurse the child for you?" Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Yes, do so." So the young girl went and got the child's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, Take this child and nurse him for me, and I will pay your wages." So the woman took the child and nursed him. When the child grew older, she brought him to the Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She named him Moses, saying, "Because I drew him from the water." That forever biblical rapper. The rhymes will splatter.